Hello y'all on YouTube, this is Rob with Rob's Nerdy Knives. Today we have a very special unboxing, something that came in today and I really wanted to open it. This is something that came in from Australia, I believe. So let's take a look. Today I'm opening up with my Quiet Carry. This is the Waypoint L. Fantastic knife, just recently got this from Quiet Carry. Love this new design. I have the Drift L, this is the Waypoint L. Boy, it is as good as the Drift L, and you know I love that one. So let's go ahead and open this up. Now it's covered, I think, outside with this package, so I'm going to get past this. Let's see here. Now there's a bunch of private information on the other side, so I wanted to keep that separate. Let's see if we just get in here and get this off. All right, so hopefully there's no private information I have to go and edit out there. Anything on the back? Nope. Okay, so GK. Wonder what that is. If you guys are familiar with Australia, you probably already know what this might be. So let's take a look. So we're going to go ahead and open up the little areas where this knife is sharp. Ooh, it is sharp indeed. All right, so there we go. All right, so nicely packaged. I love their biodegradable whatever stuff over there, so we'll save this and reuse it because it's from down under. Hey, mate. So I want to reuse that. Sorry, bad joke. All right, let me move this off to the side and close it. So nice case. Let's take a look. This is something I've wanted to check out for a very long time. So here we go. All right, so this is the Grambeau Knives Russ. The details, there's no details on there. But he did sign it, so I'm assuming it's pretty basic details then, right? All right, do we have anything in there? So I'll make sure there's no, nope, we're all good. All right, so we'll move that off to the side. So this is the Russ. This is the version 2. What I've always liked about this, and I've always wanted to try it, is the beautiful frag pattern middling. It's got that beautiful hex screws up there. Kind of holds a pivot. It has what's a bolster cover here. This goes over on top of the frame lock. So technically it's a frame lock. It's a subframe lock. It's bolstered by this, okay? Got beautiful thumb studs. We have a front flipper, nice jimping on there. Beautiful rounded everywhere around, no sharp edges. I like that. The pivots stick out, but it's aesthetically pleasing because it's very matchy and it's round, so it's no sharp edges. The clip is nice and round, no sharp edges there as well. It's got a nice ramp. Looks like a good flexibility going out of the pocket. We'll test that out. Hidden hardware here. All right, so let's go ahead and give it a flip and see what we have. All right, beautiful hollow grind. Nice stone washed finish there. Polished stone washed at that. Nice jimping here. So I've got large hands and they're meaty fingers. So this would be equivalent to an extra large hand with regular fingers or a double extra large hand with thinner fingers, right? You can choke up here. That's nice because there's no flippers. So extra large, double extra large hands, certainly. The jimping is very adequate and very functional. You can go a little past here. I like this. This kind of reminds me of, I forget the guy's name. He does a lot of tactical sort of knives, but does remind me of that. You got a little hole right there, and I'm thinking, let's see what the action's like. Ooh, that's nice. Do the reverse flick. Reverse flick is really nice. Let's see, how about that top flip? Really nice. Can I do the one finger? Absolutely. Okay, so it's tuned pretty well. That's really, really nice. All right, very cool. Very cool. Lock up, we're about 50%. No pivot lash. No blade rock. No. What I'm trying to hear. No pivot lash. Yep. And let's listen to that detent as we close it. Ready? I'm going to get it nice and close. Nice clickety detent. Let's do it again. Yeah. Any detent lash? Nope. It's in there nice and solid. How's that blade? Nicely centered. Really nice. It's got a pretty thick stock. I mean, compared to, obviously this is a super thin blade. My Waypoint L is going to be much thinner. It's a, we're looking at probably about 7.5-inch knife, but the handle is nice. I like the little roundedness. It can definitely get in here, which to me allows me to present here, because if you're not going to have a finger guard, this is as close. I want to be able to make sure the knife's not going to move on me, so the jimping helps, and that little cutout, it's a nice place. And it's not forcing you to which fingers are in there, because I could put my 2 middle fingers if I choke up, right? So that's nice. Left-handed, really nice. Let's try this left-handed because it is really a bolster lock, if you will. So that works well. That works really well. That works really well. That works really well. Yeah, that's nice. It's a nice size for my hands, at least. So I do like that. That's really nicely rounded. It's a beautiful aesthetic. How deep are we? We're about yay deep. So you can definitely do a lanyard loop right there. I guess you could do a lanyard loop right there if you wanted to, because it goes right through the center, which is kind of cool. Oh, that action's breaking in real nice. I bet if I put a little oil on there, it'll be even nicer. If we put some skiffs in there, this thing will be ridiculous. The action's beautiful. All right, very, very cool. I'm digging this so far. All right, so let me talk about the frag pattern. Sometimes you can get frag patterns. I've had a few knives, like 2-year knives, they had a few. It was just so aggressive. I mean, it was gonna rip up your pants. It was uncomfortable. Then I had the Pena series. They had a frag pattern on a Bravo. It was perfect, beautiful. My frag pattern on my Minton Boss scales for my Rick Hinder XM18 non-flipper, fantastic. It has texture. It's texture if you push down, but it's smooth and rounded. It's not going to rip your pocket in your pants. But even then, he has a nice smooth part right there, so it's going to go in and out of your pocket, not on the frag pattern or that. The milling, the weight relief here is ridiculous. It's wonderful, absolutely wonderful. If you can see that, it's got a steel bar insert. I don't think it needs an over travel stop because you have this, obviously, right? I'm going to guess that this has to be. Oh. It lines up with your detent hole, so you could oil it. I guess you could put your oil in there, gets in there, and gets on the detent ball. That's a nice way of doing it. I kind of like that. I'm going to try that real quick. So, because, you know, sometimes putting just a little bit of oil in there, I mean, some people may not be fans of oil. I don't mind a little bit of oil, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let me see. It comes out fast, so I got to be careful. Trying to be very careful. There we are. Okay. So I'll cover the top, wipe off the top up here. Oh, that's already really nice. Wow, look at that. Okay, so what I also like is I can drop this. I can catch it right here. It's got a little bit of a choil there, finger choil area, so it doesn't guillotine on my nail or my finger. That's really nice. That's a nice touch. I really appreciate that a lot. That's always makes it a nice fidgety knife. I don't have to look at it and be worried I'm going to cut my finger. That kind of kills it for me in a lot of knives when they have that. It's really unfortunate, but some people do that. I guess it's not as important to them, which I get. I can appreciate that if that's your thing, right? I'm going to try to do another drop because that one really, I don't think it went in. Okay. All right, now I think it's in now, so we'll see. We'll see how that works. So I want that oil to get on the detent ball. So I'm going to go upside down like this and let it roll out. Yeah. I might not even, this is one of those rare knives where I don't think I have to tune it. It's done really well. Really impressed. Really, really impressed. Yeah, that's phenomenal. Okay, good job, man. Grambeau Knives, I see the hype. I get it. I get it. Really, really cool. Very, very nice. Beautiful edge. Let's look at that edge as well. How is that? Nice and sharpened on both sides. All right. A little short here, a little long here, but that depends on how you cut it, and it is a hollow grind. Is it the same on there? Yeah, it's a little short here and a little there. It's relatively good, even milling on there. Pretty sharp. A nice thick tip. Comes to a thin, pokey tip so you can get into dog food, cat food, mulch, fertilizer. That's really nice. I like that a lot. Yeah, that action's spectacular. Really, really spectacular. All right, Grambeau Knives, you guys did a great job, or you did a great job with your design and making sure. I believe this is made by Bestech, or manufactured by Bestech. They did a great job. So good job on Bestech. Bestech's just really been very competitive with Riyadh. I mean, I like a lot of stuff coming out of Riyadh and Bestech. Both are really good in a lot of ways, right? They each are unique in many ways. So I got the Frag Pattern. I did get the stone wash, which I really like. Stone wash is nice when you want to use the knife. Scratches don't show up as easily as on the satin. Satin is beautiful, don't get me wrong. I love a satin, but you know, stone wash, it's nice to mix it up, right? I don't want everything to be satin. I like hand satin. That's kind of a fancy and it's really nice for a high-end knife. So action is good. It's breaking in really nicely. Yeah, and then the finger, one finger reverse flick. Let's see here. Oops, you just got to get over there. Can I do over the top? I got short fingers. I sort of can. I can, but it's not as easy for me because I got shorter fingers. If you got longer fingers, it's probably going to be a piece of cake. I like this right here. See, you don't have to worry about having a flipper here. I mean, if you wanted to do a little Vero engineering, I guess he could have done that. He had it stick out just a little bit there, right? He had a little Vero engineering, a little nub stick out. You can make it a flipper if you wanted to. I mean, I don't know. I like it like this. I like it like this because then it's just not going to get in the way. That little nub, I just wouldn't want it to be in the way, right? I just wouldn't want it to be in the way because it would have to stick out and then it would ruin your ability to choke up, and I really like that. I really like that. Okay, good presentation. Let's feel for hot spots. No hot spots. I like that. Man, that clip works really nicely. I love the little aesthetics right there on that. All right, so let's do a zoom in real quick and get a nice look at this knife. Look at the beautiful blade. That's a beautiful hollow grind. You see that? Hollow grind all the way up. Let's look at that edge. Really nice. Now let's look at the scales right there. And you've got the little see-through, little screws. That's a nice touch. Probably a little extra engineering, a little extra tolerances you have to be here. And this is where it fits over, and you see there's another screw right under there, underneath the clip. So you would have to take this apart, and then you would have to get the clip off to take this part out, right? So if I was gonna tune this, I would have to take the two screws apart. I'd have to get my Allen wrenches for that. Then I would be able to take the screw off here in the back, and then I'd be able to take that screw off, and then I would have to take the steel bar insert that's screwed in, and then I would be able to adjust it, right? Because that's right in here. Do you see that? Steel bar insert. Now let's look at this nice cutaway weight relief here with a little chamfering on the lock bar. That's really nice. Oh, and there's even some chamfering right there so that you can get your finger coming. Oh, look at that. It's like an angle. See, look at that. So my thumb, you see the angle of my thumb? The chamfering is favoring that angle. That's freaking brilliant, dude. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. Some people might look at that and goes, well, it's off. It's asymmetrical. But if you look at your finger, how you do it, that makes perfect sense. Wow. Okay, I love engineering touches like that. I love design touches like that when you think of brilliant little things of how things naturally work and fall. That's really cool. All right, so let's look at this frag pattern. It's really nice, not super aggressive, works really well. Push down, you get some texture, but it's nice and smooth. Also over here, I don't know if you noticed, this is smooth underneath, so the clip's going in and out. It's not gonna grab and rip your pants. I like that. Yeah, thumb studs are really nice. Got a little volcano on top, easy access there. Let's look at the jimping here. The jimping is really nice, but it's not overly aggressive. But if you push down, you definitely feel it. And it works well up here, and it works well in the flipping. The grip right here coming in is nice. And look at this back spacer. So this is a standoff. I guess it's a standoff, a big standoff. So it reminds me of Chris Reeve or Hinder kind of feel. And that's really cool. I dig that. I dig that. Yeah. I don't know if you can see the milling. There's milling here, really easy to see, but there's also some milling over here. I don't know if you can see that. Milling up here on top, so definitely weight relief on this one. And it's Magnacut. I think he's shooting for 61 to 63. If I'm 62, I'm good. And Larry Thomas just released an article again on Magnacut, so the whole thing depends on how it's heat treated is what's the optimal nowadays and what you're using it for and the angle on the blade. So there's a whole lot of factors. Oh, by the way, I love this wedge up here. That's nice for a turn cut, right? So very, very cool. And there's the lock bar insert and the engagement right there. All right, so let's zoom out. Get a nice view of the knife here. Can we get that nice hollow grind angle with this? I like to have the light on that hollow grind. It looks really, I think, stunning. You see that? That's nice. And then we can look at the back here with the bolstered lock. I think that's really nice. I'm going to hold it here for a second so I can get my image for it. You can also zoom in. I think that's pretty cool. Let's look at the front here. Beautiful. I like the profile a lot. It's not like a crazy revolutionary profile, but I love how all the things that he brought into this come together. I think it's all the beautiful touches. And then here's Grambeau, very minimalistic. You got Magnacut over here. Does it say the number of the blade? I can't quite tell here. Let me open that up a little bit. Number 131. Yeah, so I've got number 131. So very cool. All right, this is it. This is kind of just, ooh, look at that. Oh, that is breaking in nicely. Yeah, that's breaking in really nicely. This is going to keep getting better. I may not even take this apart for a while and put skiffs in, though I'm tempted to, but I won't do it right away. But man, that's nice. That's a nice feel of a blade there, for sure. All right, very cool. Very, very, very cool. Thank you for allowing me to check this out, Grambeau Knives. I'm very excited about that. Appreciate you guys. Great design. Great design. Love this thing. So, very cool. A knife you definitely want to check out. Maybe, you know, maybe get into your collection. I think it's definitely, where's my card over here? Here we are. All right. Definitely a knife worth checking out and seeing if that's something that might be cool for your collection. The Grambeau Knives, this is the Russ. It is Magnacut. I did get the Frag Pattern stone washed over here and then stone washed blade, but it's polished stone washed. I like the little vampire there, Grambeau Russ details. So that's his sign over there. I forget his first name. I know I remember it, but I can't remember. But anyways, I'll look it up probably in time for the review. So, but a very cool knife. First impressions. This is not a review. This is just how first time handling this knife. I've never handled this knife, and I got to tell you, so far, that's really nice, especially as it starts to break in a little bit more. I think this is going to be a pretty fantastic little guy. So very good. Hey, if you found this content fun, interesting, worthwhile, or entertaining, would you please consider hitting the like button down below? And if you've already hit that like button, would you please consider hitting the subscribe button? Subscribing and liking the videos really helps out the channel, allows the channel to produce more content, do more things, ultimately do more things for you guys. So thank you. Thank you to everyone who watches the videos, who likes the videos, who enjoys the content. I sure do appreciate you. If you haven't already, hit that notification button down below so you can be notified of future content like this video. And to all my channel members, a big thank you. Sincerely, thank you. I sure do appreciate you guys. Thanks to the channel members, a lot of things that we get to do more quickly than otherwise, and so I'm always grateful for that. And if you've been a member for a while, or if you just recently became a member, I do like to give every member a sticker. So if you've never received a sticker and you've been a member and you're still a member right now, email me with your name and address. I'd love to send you a sticker. If you just became a member, I'd love to send you a sticker. If you're interested in how to become a member, check out the description down below. I have a link for 3 different tiers on how to become a member. Would love to have you. Don't feel obligated. Would love to have you. I'm always honored if you'd like to, but you know, I appreciate you just being part of the comments, watching the content, being part of the live streams. I'm always grateful for that. But as a small way for me to say thank you to the channel members, I do an exclusive channel members giveaway once a month. I always try to make it sure it's a really nice knife. So not just a little budget knife, but I make sure it's a little extra nice knife because people have been so generous with the memberships. And as long as we keep doing that, I want to make sure I show my appreciation. So I make sure I go out of my way to make sure it's a nice giveaway. So just think about that. If that, you know, maybe kind of lures you into becoming a member, great. If it doesn't, no worries, okay? But I appreciate you channel members. Hey, and if you also haven't checked me out over on Instagram at Robs_nerdy_knives, again, that's on Instagram at Robs_nerdy_knives. Love to see you over there and check me out over there. So thank you. Y'all have a great day and a great week. Bye.